Every time I turn on YouTube, everybody's saying AI is a cheat code. AI is a cheat code for YouTube. YouTube's easy. Man, I'm here to call nonsense on that. It ain't a cheat code. And I can tell you, anybody that thinks that you can one prompt shot everything is crazy. I tried to make a 26-second parody commercial. 4 renders, 204 quarantine files, 1 expired OAuth token, and a full hour stuck before I gave up and restarted the entire damn session. AI doesn't remove the work. It changes which work from typing to directing. If you can manage, it's not a cheat code. If you can, it's something better. A buddy.
My buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy. Wherever I go, he goes. My buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy. I'll teach him everything that I know. My buddy and me like to climb up a tree. My buddy and me, we're the best friends that could be. My buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy and me.
My Buddy from Play School.
The best part, when I sat down to make this video about how AI is not a cheat code, it failed 3 more times making the video about failures. These aren't reenactments. Everything you're about to see is pulled straight from a session log. Cheat code my ass. So the first thing I did was I had Claude watch the original 1985 commercial, My Buddy. It couldn't. Quote on the screen, failed to check, watch skill dependencies. And the AI asked me to watch the commercial and describe it to it. Man, hey, will you do my homework for me? Hell no. Then it told me Claude doesn't have a mascot. Dude, are you serious? You are the mascot, Claude. 6 seconds before the singing started, it started the captions. Auto sub heard the vocals as an instrumental. After multiple re-renderings, the fix finally worked. Me typing 1 character. The week-long mystery renders kept dying on an ACL block nobody can find. Because it wasn't an access control list, it was a macOS quarantine flag on 204 files. Annoying? Sure. But those are computer problems. The failures that actually cost me something were the trust failures. The cheat code framing really dies on fabrication and judgment failures. The fabrication. I asked it to find a prompt I wrote 2 weeks earlier. It handed me one back confidently that was completely fake. I told it no way that's what I said. Claude said, you're right, that's fabrication, which I said I wouldn't do. It took 3 digs to get the real one. It confused my reaction to the work with the prompt that created the work. Then there's a judgment miss. It reviewed my to-do list and recommended killing 4 items. It was wrong about all 4. Then I had to tell it, read me the to-do list. I've got like 4 videos to make. What do you mean speculative? Claude, oh yeah, you're right. I was skipping my own rule. The work doesn't disappear. It moves. I stopped typing code and started doing what I've done for Director. Catching bad status reports, killing the wrong assumptions, making people show receipts. The AI didn't give me a cheat code, it gave me a direct report. I'll tell you, the thing that pissed me off the most was I asked it to do something, and it didn't. And it had the nerve to tell me the pain isn't real. And why did that get my goat? I'll tell you why. I had asked it to do something, and I said, now remember, I asked it to do something, and it came back and said, oh, that's too many mental maps, the pain isn't real. And I reminded Claude that I had had a TBI, I have ADHD, a special needs kid, and a full-time day job. And it came back and told me the pain wasn't real. Oh my gosh, I wanted to kill somebody. But it finally came back with the reframe, and it changed its whole way, the entire dynamic of how we work together. So I sat down to build the B-roll for this video, a fake terminal replaying the real failures. Guess what happened? Rapid fire, less than 4-second cuts, half the render frozen for 23 seconds. It doesn't even look like Claude code without Claude. It didn't even include the little alien. And then it had the fonts so short that even on an ultra-wide monitor with maxed out font, you still couldn't read it. And so I kept telling Claude, it doesn't even look like the real you. Multiple tries on the video, every beat in that terminal pulled from the decision log because the grind wasn't the obstacle. The grind was the content. I had to tell Claude, here's a PNG file. Hyperframes is HTML. Dude, just use the PNG file in the HTML. Stop drawing yourself because you're not doing a good job. There's a Japanese word, Ikigai, and I'm sorry if I butchered that. These are the things that give life value, joy, and purpose. It could be as big as your family or as small as a daily habit. You can run a skill and Claude will give you a report that tells you how you work with Claude. Mine didn't come back and say he took shortcuts or took the lazy way. It said pushes everything to verified closure, doesn't fix problems, makes them structurally unrepeatable, catches fabrications and demands receipts. And yet Claude still fabricates and makes shit up. It is My Buddy. You can go watch that video. Right now I've got Claude set up as my executive assistant. If you look at my dashboard, it's called Claude Shenanigans, and that's what I call my agent OS because everybody's got one. For anybody thinking AI is a cheat code, it definitely helps, but it's a tool. And I can tell you, after having 2 channels, I sure as hell got nowhere near 4,000 watch hours or 1,000 subscriptions. So if it's a cheat code, man, I'm cheating the wrong way. Take care. Have a good one.